Dandavat Pranam Maharaj, Hare Krishna.
Sorry for the delay, excuse me, I was in travel.
No problem, Gurudev.
Guruve,
Thank you for coming.
Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhattaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namo Atmane Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Namine Sri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Auraya Madhurya Gunai Saitam Aram Varim Purusham Nahantam Narayanam Tam Prasanamam Gandhinam Bhakta Siromani Sri Krishna Pada Devadai Kavi Chaitanya Lilam Katara Saram Ainam Kapam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Gaura Savanda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Nya from millions of oceans of mercy Namanita Santa Sisaya Never all Taman Bhuta Dhanavatanam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo 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 Today is question and answers, right? Do we have the list or I should
Ji Gurudev, I put the list up now.
Yeah. Last time he sent me a message, but I stayed. Not now it first one. It's okay. The first question, if one eats meat, after that, can they go wash hands and mouth, right? And chant, is it okay? Is it okay? It's okay, but as soon as we eat meat, it takes us into different consciousness, different consciousness. So, like other one was telling, someone, when they eat it, they will become like animals for 2 days. Yeah, that when you're eating that itself, you have to totally forget yourself that you are a human. See what I'm saying? Because it's a flesh coming out of violence, product of violence. It may be well packed and all that. Supermarket, oh, nothing is seen. But unseen, you can imagine. So, but in any case, if one is eating, Lord does not look at. He's very, very compassionate. He looks at that if he tries to chant, and he takes it as he becomes very favorably disposed that person. He's crying. Krishna is actually crying. When the jivas will give up all this, by chance he eat knowingly or unknowingly, and then asking forgiveness. Oh Lord, I should not have done, but what to do? Got addicted to this. Then please help me to get out of this addiction. And, that way, that's the only we can get out of this. But if we eat it, in the mood of that, oh, I can do anything. I can eat. Like one time in China, they go. I saw on a video. I'm sorry to say this, but he goes into the mall or something, except one alive cake. Okay, it's not dead. Packed, well packaged and all that. But here it's moving like a fish or some water animal, I think, is wobbling this and then putting it in his mouth and boss only. See, the consciousness they are in is like, I can do anything. They have the money. Oh, I can eat it. So that's why meat means what? Or Gurudev is, he says me, MEAT, right? To make like a semi, like a colon, like ME, separate it, ME, and then EAT, ET, ME, EAT, me, eat. That means meat meaning we are telling you can eat me, meat. You get the point, right? Meat meaning me, eat. Me eat meaning I'm going to eat myself, no, right? Killing the one that we are eating, you have the right to eat me next time. I cannot control my senses. So you have the right. So we are giving permission already to, to that particular entity, so goes on and on, Them and they're eating us tomorrow. Actually, one time I wrote one called Autobiography of a Cow. I'll probably find out, So very nice. Autobiography of a cow. What the cow goes through. And it is, even though they're in a restaurant, they're eating, and then it is watching over this up in the table, right? Right. The relatives. Now it's a cow, but previously, what has happened is, suppose you butcher a cow, you start becoming like a cow in our sense, He becomes a cow. Then his sons and grandchildren, because his father has become a cow, they don't know because nobody is this Shastra, they don't know anything. So they have butchered their own father and they are now related. Now this guy is looking at this guy. Oh, you heard my grandchildren are eating. So, but they don't know. So it is the same cycle. This is what we have been for millions of lifetimes stuck in this. That's why we are so fortunate, I will tell you. So fortunate. Like I keep telling, how mercy of forgetfulness. Suppose if you ask anybody 1 year ago, same time, same day, what you were doing, generally they don't remember. 1 month ago, previous week, yesterday, even very difficult to recall in minute details, right? But if you remember whatever passed since last 1 year, now, suppose if I able to remember, you think I, right? Generally, go crazy. Oh, that happened. Oh, this happened. He cursed. He hit us. Oh, God. 5 years. Oh, my. We cannot eat, drink, go to bed, nothing. He'll be so much messed up. Soon we will die, because he'll not able to take water. All these things bothering you mentally, But, can you imagine that? Please imagine, what it will like when you remember all 5 years, 10 years before. What about previous lives? I was a dog, I was a donkey, it me, Ooh. That's why the greatest mercy on the Lord is that He has given us forgetfulness. Try to imagine. We cannot handle this life. But we have to solve. No question comes, is there any way? If He is kind, merciful, as He provided a way to delete, permanently erase, permanently forget. He's temporarily forgetting, but we have to reap the result. We have to follow, we have to suffer consequences. Is there any way I can know, influence of yes, Ekadasi, Nam Japa. So, if you tell this one point, I think many people will wake up. So true. That's why, see, that's what happened in the Shastra also. Narmuni, the author of the Ramayana, Valmiki before, previously, he was a hunter and he was cutting half, like, throat cut in the half, animal. And then he came by and he saw, wait a minute, is this the way? He told him, what is the consequences? He showed him how these birds and all that, and he was waiting in future. They're waiting him to attack him. There is nothing he can do about it. And in this life, if he attacks, suppose he gets hand is chopped off or anything, he will die. 5 minutes, blood is gone. There, in Yama's planet, Hellish planet, you don't die. In Hellish planet, there is no like you cannot kill yourself. What do you call? Suicide. No suicide. You cannot. Now you have to suffer. Even if put in boiling oil, you have to tolerate. He will not die. There are years we will die. And you have to see Baba. So he showed that for a minute. What is he's waiting? And he's like, oh no, 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 no. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I made a no, no, exactly. Then he told, go home. Okay. You see, you were telling that I did not do for myself. I did it for my sake of wife, children, and all that. You go and inquire. Will they able to take a little portion of that suffering? Now they went and told, no, you, this sadhu, what is waiting for my suffering? Oh, the animals I killed, they're waiting to attack. Oh, no, I cannot bear it. I killed for the sake of you. Can you please take a little part of that pain or infliction they're going to do in future? I cannot stop it. Please. They said, no, it was your business, your duty to do that. You did that and you have to face the consequences, not we. Then it opened up another thing. Wow. All these lies, what I did, I was them, maintaining or doing this, and now they don't want to. See, so is attraction, is relationship, like a notion that they will protect me, or they belong to me, or I belong to them. All that is. Then he became sober. Wow. Now what? You think they are my relatives, my well-wishers? No. They are pushing me into the mouth of, these they are not. So, he had a very, what you call awakening. You remember what you call that? Like a big awakening in his consciousness. Okay. Only this sadhu, he showed me. He can show me the path. Or he begged at Narayana what to do. Then he said, chant Rama. But he was so sinful, he could not chant Rama. Then Narada Muni said, okay, you chant Rama, you chant reverse. Ma, Ra, Rama, right? Inverted, Ma, Ra, Ma, Ra, Mara, 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 Rama, Rama, Rama. Chanting Mara, 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 very quickly it became Rama. Even if you chant Ra, Ma, and Ra, even separately get so much benefit. And even Ulta, Mara, 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 Mara. Then you see, became a very good devotee. All Ramayana got revealed to him, so all his sin was finished. So this the thing, we have to graphically illustrate. How actually animals we are eating, they're all relatives, one way or the other, one life or the other. How can you eat your own relatives? So this is what's happening. Now, in this regard, that's why there's one question, maybe one very interesting. See, regarding this, it's a related question. What the service to the Lord, can it not do by ourselves, by it happen by itself? In other words, service to the Lord, can we do on our own? whenever we want, or something like that. Can we do? I will do service to the Lord on my own. Can it be done like this? This is the question. Can it be done? So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is telling. By the way, this book, the question and answer, the one we went through sometime, actually our sadhu or guru were they saying, it answers all the questions on bhakti. This is what they said. So yeah, we can see. So the answer is saying, if Lord does any mercy on anyone, if Lord does extends his mercy on anyone, only then one can do service to the Lord. Okay? Otherwise, we are not capable of doing service in this, misery, quarrelsome world in this samsara. We cannot do. In other words, he has to do service, krupa. Okay, you can do. Then only we are. The strength comes when we give that mercy through, the Vaishnava, Guru and Vaishnava. Then we get strength, Guru, not on our own strength, not our own, So, Hari Seva, service to the Lord, it is not an ordinary vastu, it's not an ordinary object, it's not an ordinary thing of this world. Understand? Extraordinary, most doing service to Hari, service to the Lord. So, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is telling that person who has become intoxicated, like our fourth, what is that? Birth, you can say. You can say, oh, I'm by birth so high. You understand? I'm a very wonderful birth, lineage, like a king or a brahmana, like that. See, I come from, lineage, and then another person might say, I'm so wealthy, I'm coming from a wealthy family. Or if you feel that I'm very beautiful, and there is nobody beautiful like me. Or education. Oh, I'm well educated. I know everything. Wow, look at my degrees. I'm Harvard, Stanford, Calgary, Yale, or whatever. So if anyone is under control of these four things, birth, then wealth, then education, right? These four, vision or intoxication. Then they can never do Hari Seva. These four people cannot do service to the Lord. So, when it is possible, when we surrender to the service of the Lord. Or if you are beautiful, okay, you the service of the Lord. Suppose if you are wealthy, use that in the service of the Lord. In so many print books, open centers, or page that help Guru Vaishnava, right? If you are beautiful, so many people get attracted. Bring them. Use that in the service. But if you do it in a way, I'm beautiful, this false ego like that, then you're away. In other words, when we try to do service to the Lord, we should feel meek, utter humility, fit for nothing. Only in that state. Trunadapi sunichena, tarorupi saishnana, amanina manade, without expecting any respect and respecting others. Due respect to others. And we should not expect any. Oh Lord, I'm lower than the Jagamada. Hanuman is saying, oh, if somebody remembers me, they will become very simple. They will not get to eat food on that day. Vibhishana, all devotees, they feel fit for nothing. Krishna Kaviraj, no one should take my name. I'm so low. Jadai Madai is million times better. So like that. So these four. So in other words, we can use all this. So summary is, as long as if you're born in a very, if you have that abhiman, identification, to the eye caste, wealthy, beauty, then service to the Lord is not going to happen. Now, why we are coming in the control of these four things? Now, why is that? Because the jiva, living entity, thinking himself that he is the enjoyer of the things of this world. He is the enjoyer of things of this world. No? So he wants to become himself master, not a servant. This is opposite to Vaishnavas, a Vaishnava, not a non-devotee. This is the feeling of a non-devotee. Devotee meaning what? Devotee meaning devotee is servant. No, he doesn't want to be servant, to be served. So this is the thing. Now, what is bhakti or seva service? He's saying, Lord is savior, to be served, and servant, to be saved, to be served, and the servant. You understand? The servant has to be, yes, serve the one who is to be served. Here, to be served by everyone. So that relation is what is bhakti and then service. Now, if I feel that, oh, I'm the owner, everybody should serve me. If I think like that, how service or bhakti is going to happen? Why? Because only the service can be done by the servant, not the one to be served. Yeah? Not one to be served. No? So, suppose I feel I'm the doer and hearing, doing kirtan, having darshan, remembrance, these are all, the thinking of non-devotees, karmis, karma yoga, non-devotees. That if I am the doer. when if we think that we are the doer, we are doer, then hearing kirtans, remembering all this, they are not bhakti. If I'm thinking I'm the doer and then remembering, no, that will not become bhakti. Only when we give up this I'm the doer mentality, then giving all kinds of activities, trying all these activities. If I engage that in the service of the Lord, then only all kinds of difficulties, in the path, they will go away. Then that thing, then you can feel actually the joy in the service of the Lord. The service to the Lord is very joyful. We can feel it if we give up this abhiman, karta, doer. Now, suppose if we consider ourselves as the servant of the Lord, then we have to spend 24 hours in the service of the Lord. Then we can completely dependent on Him, completely nirbhar, for everything. Then all kinds of difficulties and the issues, then they get settled and they become far, they go far away. If we completely depend on the Lord, that means all kinds of issues, problems, we have to feel that it is of the Lord, and we can tolerate it. Coming from Him, we can tolerate it. So, like that. So, in this world, have to see difficulties, all these things coming from Him. In this world, what we are, we have relationship in these 4 relationships. Right? Someone is a wife, husband, right? Wife and husband relation, or father and daughter, mother and daughter, anything. Then friend, right? Friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, or anything. Friend. Prabhu Bhrutya, meaning ಎರಡುನಾ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅದೇ ತಾನೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಒಟ್ಟು ಹೌದಾ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ಒಟ್ಟು ಹೌದಾ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ನೀವು ಹಾಕಿ ಹಾಕಿ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಜೋಡಿಸಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 25 ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದೇ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಈಗ ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಅದು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಾನು 25 ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾಲ್ಕು ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಸುಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಹಿಡಿಯುತ್ತೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತು. So, sorry. So we are in these four relations. Somebody may be like husband and wife, father and a son, or even daughter, mother, father, husband and wife, father and a son, or friend, or owner and a servant. Owner, and a servant. Owner, servant. These four relation, we are all stuck in this. Through that, we are doing service. You understand? For relation. Maybe some is friend, friendly. We are also doing service, and he's in a company. Oh, he's manager, I'm a servant, right? Estate owner is a owner, and they are servants. Husband and wife, father and son. Father is serving the son, and son is serving the father. But we're engaging in these four, right? We are all, either one of these four, right? Now, but our Swarupa, our real form is, we are Swaruptaha in our form, we are servant of Krishna, Krishnadas. Jivera Swarupa, Krishnara Nitya. Tatastha Shakti Veda. Now we have forgotten that. Try to follow, is very important. Because we have forgotten service, relation with the Lord, that I am his servant. Now what has happened in this world? We are now serving in these four categories. In four these categories, I am being bound in these four categories of relationship. Reason is, I forgot that I am servant of the Lord. We forgot, we have put them into these four categories. And these are all temporary. These four kind of relations. So in this worldly thing, in the samsara, what appears like in the beginning, everything appears very nice, very wow, very good, very nice. But end, what happens? Becomes very fearful, and then will end with frustration. Right, frustration. You understand what I'm saying? All these relations ends with frustration. Nobody is happy. They are blaming each other. Oh, you were like this, you did like this, you did like that. Nobody appreciates each other, unless some bhakti relation, he ends up in fearful, and then like there were stats. Okay, I'm not laughing. Somebody, the calls between, how many calls the husband makes to the wife and wife makes to the husband. As a while, it's funny, they don't want to make calls, appears. They are rather prefer to make somebody else. Some study something like that, long time. So, but in the beginning it appears very good. At the end, it becomes very fearful, and then frustration, and you end up with just are satisfied, nirasha, nirasha. Madhava ahai parinama nirash. Hey Madhav, we are praying to the Lord. Oh Lord. So, the end result of all this is nirasha, no hope, no good hope, Right. But these four sambandha, this relation, try to understand. If we engage one of these four relation, if we make connection with the Lord, then guaranteed our auspiciousness will happen. Instead of say friend, right? Calling somebody as friend, what happens? Today is friend, tomorrow is enemy. They abuse and quarrel it becomes. But if you engage that friendship, or calling other, oh Krishna, you are my father, or oh Krishna, you are my husband.
Hey Krishna, dear, he's done the web params. Sorry, I'm not sure how. I think Gurudev's battery died. We'll just wait a while. I think Gurudev will come back. Let me just call him to say that. Oh, I'm not sure because I'm recording. Ananga Manjari Devidasi Didi, can you please call Gurudev and just let him know that he's off the call because I don't think he'll know.
Hare Krishna, Didi. Yes, I will call him right now.
Okay, thank you, Didi.
So we are back again. I don't know.
Shri Gurudev.
All right. Technology. So, for these four relations, remember, if you engage one of them in the service of Krishna, then it is guaranteed that will be auspiciousness will happen. Instead of our fearfulness will go away, and then uneasiness will go away. Auspiciousness will happen. Inauspiciousness will go away. So in the mundane world, this inert world, we can, if we engage in a service in any one of these relationships, we can go to Vaikuntha. But but if you have a desire, on the other hand, desire to accept service from others, if you have desire, if I have desire to accept service from others, what happens is, then my interest, asakti, desire, in remaining in samsara becomes strong. You see, instead of becoming loose, disconnected slowly from the samsara, our connection become more stronger and stronger. I have the desire to be served by others in this world. So then what happens? The result of that, then I'll be attacked by these three tapa. Three tapa, meaning what? Adhyatmika, Adidevika, Adibhautika. Suffering from more body, mind, other living entities, and higher beings. So they give you hell. That is also mercy because it will wake up. Oh, wait a minute. Something wrong. See, we have to understand. We have to come to the point. There is something wrong. I'm being hit, being hammered. This suffering so many times. So that's why we have to always remember we are not Krishna. I'm not master. I'm not Krishna. I'm not the master. Only I am the servant of Krishna. Krishna is our eternal to be served. And his eternal master. And I am eternal servant of Krishna. Then, forgetting this, and if you go opposite to serving Krishna, then we end up in this samsara dasha, the state of this samsara. Samsara, you understand? So then, suffering in these three kinds. There is no end to our suffering. Increasing. Sorry. And the samsara is the gateway to the hell. There is only enjoying and then satisfying our senses. So if we Krishna, we get into the samsara, state of samsara. That's why Shastra is clearly saying, hear this, okay? Careful. Saying, Chari varnashrami yadi Krishna nai bhaje, swadharma kari levo se raurave padi maje. Very interesting. Saying this. Nitam Chaitanya. Arthat, even if a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, right? Understand? Brahmanical, warrior type. One is mercantile, and then even Shudra, worker type. These four Varna and Ashrama, four divisions. And then Ashram, like Gruhastha, Brahmacharya, Gruhastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. Right? These are four ashrama. Varna and ashrama, four and four. This is what is called Varnashrama Dharma. In India, Varnashrama Dharma. Either one is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and within each, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. Varna Ashrama. Suppose one can follow this Varnashrama very nicely, pakka, very nicely. But if he does not do bhajan to Krishna, it says, then the Swadharma, that means Varnashrama Dharma, even if he's following this, then he has to go to hellish planet called Raurava. You see? This is what Shastra. So he might be following nicely this Varnashrama Dharma. But if you are not serving Krishna, you're going to be hell. That too, not small, ordinary hell. Raurava. So, in other words, already engaged in the service of the Lord, whether you are in any of those varnashrams. So, So in that case, we understand that if one eats meat, see, so they can wash their mouth and then chant. That's okay. Because what happens is, if one really does that, the name Prabhu gives it that realization. Saying, no, I should not have done that. Gradually, chanting. The strength. Gives you discrimination. Look what you did. You are supposed to be, herbivorous. You have become a carnivore. No. I feel sorry. This. Vaishnava Premi. He might. So that is what it is. But if he eats, that is like a to show off or this, that, then it takes other, more binding. See, Krishna in all situations. If you remember, that is auspiciousness. Even though it may look like very inauspicious situation. But if you forget Krishna, even in a nice auspiciousness, like he's saying, suppose you are following Varnashram Dharma very nicely, understand? Very pakka. But if you don't remember Krishna, then you are hellish. But on the other hand, you are killing this animal, this, that, but you remember, that becomes auspicious. Not that we are recommending that you kill animals, don't get wrong. What I'm saying is, in any case, remembrance, no matter what situation we are put in, you have to remember Krishna. Only that opens up the door, brings auspicious. So forget it. Our Acharya, Swami Maharaj, he was thinking before going to the West. Because he did not know what is available there. Some idea. Only meat is available. What to do? Our Guru is there. He should go and preach. He said. He did not say, oh, what if you get only, meat there? Come back. Acharyas are not like that. Very merciful. See, Shastra said, we should, if we don't offer it to the Lord, even if it's wonderful, organic, this vegetarian, it's basically almost as bad as meat, understand? So, it's tool, as good as tool. Shastra says that. So it has to be offered, remember. So Swami Maharaj thinking, is a case, okay. Offer that to Kali and then distribute and then preach. Bye. So meat can be offered to the Kali, not to Krishna. In case if that's the only thing available. See, you understand? Then Kali is, she will accept that. And there will be something good in that, in a sense, offering to Kali. Then she will also merciful, some good thing will happen. Oh, no, I should not eat that. Even though meat has become, kind of a thing, because Kali is also Vaishnavi. She's a disguised form, okay? She's a Vaishnavi. So she's accepting because he's been offered by a Vaishnava because he has no other goal and he wants to do. So she accepts, meaning she will accept the way she wants it. She will turn into nice rasgulla and all that. That is different, okay? She can do anything. If we are offering, one time what happened was, It really happened. Raghavendra Swami, you might know, in India, South India. Great saint, actually was the incarnation of Prahlad. About 300, 400 years ago. 300. What happened was, long story, but make it short. He was an exalted personality. Exalted. One day, he came to a village where he had a disciple, met him, came back. Now he has become a minister, Muslim king, small kingdom, okay, very small kingdom, Paldegara, very localized kingdom, Muslim king. And this disciple of Raghavendra Swami, Prahlad, is serving him as a minister. Actually, what is there? I will tell you this story because you'll understand more. One time, Raghavendra Swami was walking in a forest. There he saw this Brahmin boy with a, shika, taking care of. I'm a Brahmin. At that time, very, Varnashram Dharma was very pakka and all that. So I'm a Brahmin. I'm supposed to read Shastra, but now my uncle, my father, mother, they have left their body. Uncle has put into grazing these cows and all that. Then anyway, Raghavendra Swami told him, don't worry, when you get difficulty, remember the Lord, remember. Gave him that instruction, blessed him, and then went away. Then when the boy grew up, he has not gone to Gurukul, he does not know anything, not learned anything. One day this like small king, Muslim king, comes to his village. He's on a horse, right? Holding on the horse. So everybody curious, they all come. Meantime, there is one, his helper, commander, comes and gives him a letter. Now, the letter cannot be read directly by the king, standard, right? Someone has to read it. So he's looking at who can read it all around. He saw this Brahmin with a shika on it. Come here. He gave him a letter. He was actually shaking already, this boy. You read. He's like, no, I don't know how to read. You rascal, you telling lie, you Brahmin must know how to read here. I'm going to kill you, carve your head. No Muslim. So he became very fearful. What happened? They mean it. I mean, they will do anything. And he's asked, no, sir, I don't know. My parents left early, I was, no, you know. Then he remembered, many years ago, Raghavendra Swami came and you remember, Lord. Then he remembered that. And then opened his eyes. He was able to read the letter. The power of Guru. By his mercy. He was able to read. Then it was like a good news. He won little war or something. Then he dismissed. Okay, very good. And he took it, read it, and then he went away. Went to his little palace. Then morning again, he sent a word for this boy, come. And now he shared Guru. This time I don't know what will happen. So he went to the king, Muslim king. King said, because you gave me good news, now on you will be my minister. See, by the mercy of Guru, he also got promotion, became minister. Even though he does not know read writing. Then he's asking how did he able to read this, and he telling how he met. Then king is saying, if you again here, you make I want to meet him. Okay, sir, like that. Then many years later, Raghavendra Swami happened to come by, right? Actually, almost at the end, another 1 or 2 years is left in his before his disappearance. He knew 2 years before, when he was in South India. Raghavendra Swami was telling me this 3 times. Someone else. That means later on they asked you to decide what was. Oh, Vedavyas was here. He was telling me, you have left 2 years, 2 months, 2 days for your disappearance, for your samadhi. So from immediately left the place, he's going. That's how they acted. So he came to this place. And then he was very happy. This now he's a minister. He told the king, so our Guru has come. Oh, okay. So next day, Raghavendra Swami had a deity of Mula Rama, Rama and Sita, meaning the deity is worshipped by Sitaram deities, okay, by Itraku. Then even before Ram was born, Dasharatha was worshipping these deities, Sitaram, understand? And then Sitaram themselves worshipping, then Hanuman, then Bhima, then again came back to Madhvacharya, and those deities are still there. Huh? So he was doing service, and then king came. And the king came with what? With a plate of meat, egg, should be avoided, tamasic item. Then covered with a nice cloth. But when he came and saw the sadhu, he could not bear it. Wow, such a pure soul, I am bringing meat. Oh. Among us, inauspicious things, what will happen to me? He is fearful now. But Raghavendra Swami understood, he said, don't worry, through his mind, specified him, don't worry, everything will work out okay, don't worry. So then Raghavendra Swami, after with his water pot, he got some holy water on top of it, asked him to open the cloth. He opened it, what is inside? Flowers, fruits. Then king was saying, sir, I'm sorry, you have to forgive me, I brought all this. Now, no, it is not my thing. Your nature was, you're a meat eater, this low. According to your capacity, he brought it to the Lord Ram. And Lord, he wanted to accept it. He wanted to accept it in the form of flowers and fruits. So that's what he did. I'm nothing. You understand? So, like that, even though it may appear like meat, what Swami Maharaj, in case if he has offered, what I'm saying, you get the point? To Kali, because it's so pure, he will convert that into very wonderful, whatever way. And taking that, even though it may appear like meat, but the nature changed such a way they will get benefit, spiritual benefit, and gradually they will give up. See, this is the mercy, the Vaishnavas, Acharyas, bah, how merciful they are. They are prepared to go to any, but in relation to Krishna, understand, this is what. So then time is eclipse an inauspicious event in the zodiac. I have mixed feeling about it. Some say it is inauspicious. So it is. See, you are answering yourself. See, again, it depends. See, in our sampradaya, our Gurudev says during eclipse, solar and Guru says, before it stops, you have to such a way make sure your stomach is empty. At least 6 hours, 7 hours before it starts, you should have your lunch, breakfast, or prasad like that. Something during the event, your stomach should not be full, and he said chant. So if during that eclipse time, if you chant really, actually you will make progress. Spiritual progress you can make. But on the other hand, if you want to do some other, mundane things, you can also progress in that. In other words, you will become more inauspicious also. You may think He got some idea like that. The But the point of eclipse is the sun and the moon going through rough time. This Rahu is swallowing them. He knows he will not die. You, So sun and the moon must be praying to the Lord. Okay. Not Singade, not Singade, Allah. Not Singade. Save me. So they themselves. So we should also pray because see, it's an eclipse, right? Now, what about eclipse? What we are being, see, sun and moon were swallowed by Rahu, right? Now, whatever, in our case, every day we are being swallowed by what? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsari, 16, Kama, right? This lust, anger, these 16, lust, anger, greed, and then what? Other things. Mada, Matsarya, enviousness, all these things. They're being swallowed by these. They're eclipsed every day, every moment. Okay. So that's why we have to remember Krishna to save from these eclipses. Then how to deal with Pratishtha and remain humble? We remember our great stalwart Guru Parampara. How powerful they were. 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಇದು ಅನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಆಗೋದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಮೇಲೆ ದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ ಮೇಲೆ ದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ. So we remember, Guru Varga, how and how humble. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was so humble. You remember other day we were telling, our Guru, Ishwar, considered me as a most idiot, stupid. That's why he told, you are not fit to listen to Vedanta. Only chant. Chanting can be done anyone, very easy. We don't need, intelligence, any capability and all that. That's why Guru considered me as incapable of doing anything. He ordered me to do this simple chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. As I'm chanting this, it is making me like a possessed person. I'm being possessed. I'm a mental and, I cannot stop. I'm crying, crazy person. I become a crazy, Lord is telling, So, but what kind of Panditya he was? Remember? As a Nimai Pandit, there was no learned person in this whole world who can come in front of him, challenge him. It was so powerful. Everybody is to run away. That's why Keshav Kashmiri came and he was the number one, top of the world Panditya, learning so-called mundane logic and all that. What happened to him? I mean, totally humiliated. The way Lord defeated him, totally. But in a wonderful way. I mean, he didn't get, but he was totally dejected. Imagine, Mother Saraswati on his tongue, and he's crying in the night. Oh, Mother Saraswati, he gave me up on me. Then Saraswati said, you are so fortunate to come in front of my husband. You think I should come in front of my husband? No. So go and surrender to him. That's what. Then Lord is saying what? Say, if you are learned is okay, but you should have humility. Engage that in the service of Krishna. in service of Krishna. Imagine we should read, Nimai Pandit, how how Krishna, discussing with Radha, Yashoda Maya, and gopis. They have, but always Krishna was defeated. You see, Krishna himself is accepting the defeat. Okay, then why, don't you think we should accept? Meaning in two different ways that we are proud to be in Radharani's thing. That is well proud. Okay, that is not material or mundane thing. But material energy, pratishtha, meaning forgetfulness of Krishna, thinking I know, being I and mine, related to this body and mind. These are all useless. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarko Pratishthanat. Say I was thinking, like I give in the passing, okay? We know Lord is smaller than the smallest. Among smallest thing, I'm the like Atma, Krishna. Smallest than Atma. Bigger than the biggest, whole universe. Bigger. But same time, he is both. How is it possible? He is sarvatra, he is everywhere all the time. You get it? And it is true. The example is, I won't take much, see, we will not give address, same address for 2 houses, right? Same account number to 2 people in the bank will be happy, one will be crying. Now I understand. Stability, otherwise it becomes unstable. Same way, in every atom, there are 2 electrons having the same energy level. Otherwise, problem. At least spin will be different, 4 quantum number, right? It must be true, okay? Otherwise, atom will not be stable. The question is, there must be somebody enforcing. Suppose you want to buy a car, right? You want to have a registration number. Can you put your own number? You cannot. Put the motor vehicle department number, anything number. Suppose you want your own number, they will check it whether it is being registered by somebody else. You have to pay extra. Now, if not, they will give you your own, but it is a number, unique number. Nobody else has it. It's only your special number. What is different, right? What I'm saying. So, but there is enforcement. Try to understand. Giving an address to the house, enforcement is there. Enforcement. You go to work for IBM or anything, you have to wear certain dress. Enforcement. Same way, within an atom, no 2 electrons, same quantum, must be enforcement. You understand? Now, who is enforcing it? All the atoms in the entire universe, all the time. What does it mean, Lord? Right? That means he must be there in all the places, all the time. Get it? But how is it possible? Beyond our, Achintya. That means everything is in him. Everything is in control of him. So imagine if he can controlling all the atoms same time. Such a Lord. So then if we remember this quality, then we will not in any pratishtha, we'll become humble, remain humble. Oh, everything Krishna is in control. I'm nothing. Krishna. Oh, surrender. No. Only thing we can do is surrender to him. We cannot understand how he is doing it. If we understand, it is a fact that he is doing it. Sarvatra is same time, Arva Akara, Sarva Ashraya is giving shelter to everybody. He is, producing everything. At the end he kills everything. He is doing everything. I'm nothing. Only thing I can do is surrender, surrender, surrender. Then where is Pratishtha? No? Absence of Krishna is Pratishtha. Absence of the qualities of Krishna is what Pratishtha is. Also. So bring in Krishna, bring in light, darkness is gone. Okay. So Krishna is Surya Sama. Krishna is like Surya, sun. Is equal to sun. Maya Andhakara. Maya meaning darkness. Wherever there is Krishna, there is no adhikar. Maya cannot do her adhikar, meaning she has no right to show her power. She is powerless in front of Krishna. Unlike in front of light, darkness has no power. Darkness is there wherever it is. You turn off the light, is there. Turn on, it's not that running away, but it will not have its power to cover things. That's why that way we can remain humble. Atma is humble. Only when we have this covering of the mind, subtle body, we become like this. And so we have to get operated. Guru, Vaishnava, become operation, right? Now subtle body gone, and then we act. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Thank you again and again. Please forgive me for the delay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. So, Hare Krishna. Dandavot pranam, dandavot.